Good evening, YouTube fam. Welcome back to Odd One Out. Today is Friday, May 15th, 2026. Just real quick before I forget, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps my new channel grow. You're going to hear a few things in the background. You might hear the washing machine going off. I'm over here in the kitchen. And you also might hear my cat, Simon Peter, when he's in trouble. He wants to go outside so bad. Here he is. There's bobcats. We've seen some bobcats out back, and so we're trying to keep him inside during the night at least. He's a farm cat, and we got him from our farm, literally running up out of the pasture. And so he loves to go outside, and we like to let him be happy, so we let him go outside, but not at night whenever we can't, keep him monitor, keep tabs on him. So tonight's videos, I've got 3 of them lined up. Going to be all about Trump's incredible corruption, some of the policies that he instated, and just how he paved the way to be able to commit so much fraud. This isn't one of my notes, but I will never forget. Just as soon as he entered office, one of the first things he did on day one was fire 17 inspectors general, which would be the ones like the watchdogs that would be watching what he would do and would watch for him doing illegal things and get him on it. So. And of course, I remember mentioning that to my MAGA friends, and it's just in one ear, out the other. Nothing happened. So it's okay, whatever. Don't ever want to hear about Hunter Biden's paintings ever again, or Nancy Pelosi's stock trades, no matter how abhorrent her career is. I'm done with it. So, without any further ado, we're going to jump into the single most corrupt guy to ever take the office of president times 50. Okay. So let's talk about the policies, how he allowed this to happen. So just upon entering office, literally in week number 3, on February 10th, 2025, Trump signed an order pausing enforcement of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, the main U.S. law banning bribery of foreign officials. Can anybody explain how that makes any sense? In what scenario that's oh yeah, that's good, yeah, that's okay. What? And by the way, you never heard any of this from legacy media. You didn't hear it from CNN. You didn't hear it from MSNBC. I'm always going to repeat myself. You had to hear it from people like Kyle Kalinske or Crystal and Sagar from Breaking Points or David Pakman or Destiny or Hassan Piker. You did not hear this from the legacy media outlets, the ones that do not have the American people's interest in mind. Not that they're liars. I don't think that CNN and MSNBC lies necessarily. I just think that their agenda is so heavily skewed that you're not getting the full picture. You don't get all the news. Fox News 100% lies, and they got sued for it, and they do it all the time anyways. Actually, fun fact, Gavin Newsom is on his way to suing for also $787 million, both in reference to the original case where they got sued and had to settle with Dominion, but also for lying about his phone call with Trump. And the judge is actually advancing it. He's okay, yeah, no, I'm going to take this case up. So, it didn't get tossed out. So I'm really interested to see how that one goes. I highly doubt $787 million. I think it's just symbolic. But I love to see it because Fox News has learned nothing. MAGA has learned nothing. They lie just shamelessly all the time, 24/7, 365. J.D. Vance talked about before the election, if I have to invent stories such as legal, documented Haitian immigrants eating cats and dogs, if I have to invent those stories to get the media to talk about it, then I'm going to invent them. That's literally what he said. They're just shameless. So, anyways, moving on. I like to crash out every now and then. Reuters reported the FCPA pullback, combined with the firing of more than a dozen independent watchdogs, targeted legal and institutional guardrails created in the post-Watergate era. Yeah, let's not have learned from Watergate. This is Watergate every single day. That's how it happens, because he eliminated the guardrails that were placed in the fallout of Watergate. The Senate confirmed Charles Kushner as ambassador to France on March 19, 2025, even though he is Jared Kushner's father, which is Trump's son-in-law, the conflict of interest, and a felon that Trump pardoned in 2020 after Kushner served time in prison for tax evasion, witness tampering, and FEC-related crimes. Yeah. Sure, MAGA Republicans. Let's confirm the guy that's a felon for fraud. That's a great idea, and making him ambassador to France. Yeah, absolutely. Only in Trump's America. The Senate confirmed billionaire banker Warren Stevens as ambassador to Britain on April 29, 2025. Reuters described Stevens as a prominent Republican donor who had also given to Trump's 2025 inauguration. The conflict of interest. Like, this stuff never makes the news. It's absolutely unreal. Okay, I'm going to scroll up here. Let's keep this thing going. So that's kind of just, some of the beginnings. We're really about to get into it now. Let's get into the foreign deals. On January 10th, 2025, just right before he was inaugurated into the office, the Trump Organization's ethics plan allowed new deals with private foreign companies, dropping the broader first-term ban on both foreign governments and foreign private deals. I remember this. Trump had said, "Nobody seemed to care that we took all the necessary steps," which, by the way, he didn't, "in our first term to separate our family business deals from the office. Nobody seemed to care or congratulate me for doing that. So I just decided I'm just going to be corrupt and do whatever I want." And he took advantage of the Fifth Avenue voters. He said how he could step out on Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody who wouldn't lose a single vote. He wasn't lying. Like, it's a cult. We're dealing with the cult. And so, of course, nobody said anything. Nobody cares except for people that aren't drinking the Kool-Aid, which it's like at least 30% of America and up to like 40%. It's disturbing. Don't know how we participate in democracy with these people, with these fascists. In the words of Kyle Kulinski, I'm sorry, it's a terrorist, fascist death cult. It's a death cult. On April 29, 2025, Reuters reported Trump's first Qatar real estate project upon returning to office. A Trump International golf course and Trump villas inside Qatar's $5.5 billion, I'm going to say this wrong, Simaisa Resort District. So, I forget if I included this in here, but this is after the Liberation Day tariffs, where he just leveraged massive tariffs all across the world. And now we know why he did that. It was for his own business deals. Qatar and Vietnam will come on Vietnam as well. He dropped the tariffs after locking down multi-billion-dollar golf course resort deals. So put up huge tariffs. You scratch my back, you give me this golf course, I'll drop the tariffs for you. And he did. And did you hear about this from CNN, MSNBC? No, you didn't. The Qatar project involved Qatari DR, which Reuters and AP identified as a Qatari government-owned developer. AP said watchdogs argued that cut directly against Trump's own no foreign government deals pledge, which the Trump Organization disputed, of course. Also on April 29, 2025, Eric Trump, whose net worth, along with Don Jr.'s, has 10x'd in a year. 10x'd! From 40 to 400 million. Eric Trump launched an 80-story Trump Tower in Dubai with Dar Global just weeks before Donald Trump's golf trip, and told Reuters golf leaders repeatedly stressed their dependence on a strong America. Okay. It's all pretext. Reuters reported on January 11, 2026 that Dar Global and Trump Organization were launching two new Trump-branded Saudi projects in Riyadh and Jeddah with a combined value of $10 billion. Just business deals here. Resort deals there. Just tens of billions of dollars of projects whenever you combine them. Yeah, sure. And Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm. AP reported in September 2025 that Trump Plaza Jeddah alone was a $1 billion Saudi project, the second Saudi Trump-branded development after Trump Tower Jeddah. Vietnam approved a $1.5 billion Trump Organization project in Hung Yen on May 16, 2025, while Hanoi was heading into talks to avoid Trump's threatened 46% tariff on Vietnamese exports. I told you. It was all about the tariffs were funded mostly by American taxpayer dollars, your dollars and my dollars, to pay for increased costs of goods so that Trump could make more money that he can just put it in his pocket, just like the Iran war right now with all the insider trading and all the gas prices soaring. He doesn't give a damn about me and you. He even said so. At the May 21st, 2025 groundbreaking, Vietnam's Prime Minister told Eric Trump that his visit motivated us to expedite this project. And Reuters reported the same consortium was planning up to 4 golf and hotel complexes worth many billions of dollars in Vietnam. This is all just the foreign deals, okay? In May 2025, Trump moved to accept a Boeing 747-8 worth about $400 million from Qatar for its use as Air Force One, with Reuters reporting it was expected to be donated to Trump's presidential library after he left office. Which, by the way, he's talking about it gets put to his library. That means only he can use it. So yes, it is going to go to him. It's not going to stay with the office of the president like he lied to us about. Shocker, he lied. Can you believe it? On May 21st, 2025, the Pentagon formally accepted the Qatari jet and ordered the Air Force to find a fast-track way to upgrade it for presidential use. So it's going to be like $1 billion to be able to retrofit this thing. They have to fully take it. It's a national security thing, so they had to fully take it apart and inspect it, and then put it back together and engineer it according to the what will pass, I guess. What will suffice for Air Force One's jet. Reuters reported on May 6, 2026 that the U.S. military was aiming to put the Qatari gifted jet into Air Force One on service by July 4, 2026. So they expedited the project. They put a bunch more money into making it happen. And there's nothing patriotic about this. What are we talking about? How cheesy is this? Is any American out here clamoring for him to be in this literally gold-plated toilet seats? His gold-plated toilet seat by July 4th and the 250th. It's all about him. It's not about the country. It's the 250th anniversary. He's making it about himself. You should know what you voted for, though. If you voted for this guy, you shouldn't be shocked. During Trump's May 2025 UAE stop, Reuters reported that the White House announced more than $200 billion in UAE deals and a new U.S.-UAE AI acceleration partnership. All these Gulf state deals, and this stuff just pops in my head. Actually, just today, I don't know if this interview was today or if it was yesterday, but I heard it today about him being asked, did you do this war for Israel with Iran? And he's like, yes, I did it for Israel. And he caught himself. He's like, we don't need it, but I did it for them. I did it for Saudi Arabia. I did it for Qatar. I did it for Beirut. I did it for Kuwait. He just starts naming all he did it for everybody. And he said that he didn't do it for the United States, that we don't need it. So he's driving your prices up at the... And by the way, it's all just hot talk. He's naming off the countries that he has business deals with, that he has special relationships with, that line his pockets. So, whether or not he actually did it for them, I truly believe he did it for Israel. But he's going to get out there, he's going to give lip service to all his buddies, all his business buddies. And he doesn't give a damn about you. He doesn't give a damn that, like, over here where I'm at in Owasso, gas is $4.19 a gallon. $4.19. I know it got to like $4.45 in 2022 under Biden. Guess what? It wasn't Biden's fault. Russia invaded Ukraine. Trump invaded Iran. So like, what? It's 100%. You shot yourself in where it hurts. You shot yourself in the privates. Shot yourself in the foot. This is all self-inflicted, and he doesn't care about you. He said as much. He said, I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I only think about Iran not having a nuclear weapon. He literally echoes Netanyahu's talking points. Netanyahu is the one who's been for 30 years plus coming visiting to Washington. Iran is going to have a nuke in 2 weeks. You have to stop them. They could have a nuke any day now. And he's been trying to tell this to various presidents. You had all of Trump's cabinet, whenever Netanyahu sat down with him in the Situation Room, unprecedented, and Trump wasn't even at the head of the desk where he belongs. You had Netanyahu able to give him into doing this stupid war, and everybody around him was like, literally, Marco Rubio said this is bullshit. Raising Cane said this is what they do. Like, this is their playbook for us. Like, he's seen it happen with other presidents. So, completely cucked to Israel. He does not give a damn about you, MAGA. He doesn't. And he had said so. He had said as much several times. Literally on the campaign trail, he let it slip. And he's like, "I don't care about you. I just need your vote." He wasn't lying. Like there are times whenever he slips up and the guard just completely drops. I'm always going to echo Kyle. Give him my shameless plug. He said and I think this is so true, that Trump went from going, thanks to what clearly appears to be dementia, from a low filter guy to a no filter guy. He just says the most unbelievable crap. And by the way, he doesn't get punished enough for it. It's ridiculous, some of the things he says. Quiet, piggy! Like, he just lets it fly all the time. Forget who the ABC reporter was, but he called her a bitch after he got done with the interview. I think it was just last week. So he doesn't care about you. He never did. He never cared about you. But at least before, he had a low enough, he had a high enough low filter to be able to keep him from saying stuff like, I don't care about you, I just need your vote. And then he had no filter. He's just completely mentally degraded. So, I mean, I think that was even after. Or no, excuse me, that was actually before he started talking about Arnold Palmer's massive cock. So, just, you guys have no dignity, you have no shame. Like, you're not serious people. So, Reuters also reported that the administration was close to a preliminary deal letting the UAE import 500,000 of NVIDIA's most advanced chips per year starting in 2025, with 100,000 of them earmarked for G42, whose chairman was Sheikh Tahnoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan. So these are top-level chips, like the best of the best. We never wanted them to get in the hands of China. Well, now that they're in the hands of the UAE, they can just sell them to China, and likely will, for a lot of money. This is just him quid pro quo, scratching their back. Their return on investment with Trump is amazing. Kamala Harris told you guys that all you had to do was give him a little participation trophy, just give him some compliments, reel him in, and then just totally use him, manipulate him. She told you that. Like, y'all look stupid. She told you that. But, and here we are, man, like, okay. You guys were two beta cucks to Trump. You need a daddy male role, authority figure. You could not take having, you for sure couldn't take having a successful black president whenever it happened. You guys have flipped shit over that. And then you're not going to take a black woman either. Like, you can't handle it. And then just the vibes of it. Can you imagine if Kamala Harris was the president right now? And what? What, like, you said, like, what would she be doing? I don't know, but can you imagine? And just shut up. You guys are all vibes. You're not. How are we grown adults and acting like this? Like, this is like a child that, like, whose body ages but brain doesn't. Like, what are we doing? In Saudi Arabia, the same week, Reuters reported NVIDIA and Saudi state-backed Humain agreed to AI factories using several hundred thousand of NVIDIA's most advanced GPUs for 5 years, while AMD signed a separate plan worth up to $10 billion. So, just selling us out, completely selling us out, selling out our proprietary technology, the stuff that would give us an advantage, and it's the whole AI race right now. Which I'm not going to lie if I tell you that, like, I hope it doesn't work out to how the AI oligarchs and CEOs hope it goes, because they're just really open about it replacing human jobs, replacing us, and there's not going to be any kind of universal income, no universal health care. So, like, I don't want it to do well. But, I mean, generally, the other side of that argument is it's clearly in a super advanced tool. The potential is there, and you don't want China to be just lapping you, and so you don't want to give up your advantages. That's like an actual national security risk, and that's what he does. He doesn't give a damn about us. He just whatever fills his pockets. Fire all the watchdogs. Fire all the inspectors general. All the people that would blow the whistle on them. Fire everybody and just and eliminate your own policies about foreign government deals, and just be like, nobody paid attention the first term, nobody clapped for me, nobody patted me on the back, so I'm just gonna do it. And the Republicans sit there in the cuck chair and do absolutely nothing. Worthless, pathetic. Don't ever vote Republican ever again. That's honestly why I should end this first video. How about we end this first video on that? Don't ever vote Republican ever again. Like, don't be stupid. The end.